I got a giant freaking tank right over here. We've got some plans to literally make it a quarantine pond. The pump's gonna be running the entire time. This is like the most powerful bubbler that we could find. Get him.
Ooh.
He's got parasites. Oh, he does have parasites.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, it's good.
We good?
Yeah, I said it's good.
Oh, shit. So we got a little rain situation going on here, Badge. Not a whole lot of fishing can be done in a situation like this. I guess you could, but it's not really something that I like to do. Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. So I was going through the comment section of my most recent dead bass video because we just had bass dying left and right in my backyard pond. If you guys have been subscribed to the channel more than like 3 months, you've seen at least 2 very good sized bass die in my backyard pond. So we put out a call to all of our subscribers way back then. We said, hey, what's wrong with my pond? What do I need to do to fix it? And you guys came through with a ton of suggestions, okay? So stocking the pond, adding oxygen, getting water tested was one of the things.
Yeah.
So we've done a couple of those things already. We stocked the pond with a ton of bait fish. We sent some water off to testing. Now we still haven't got that test back. I should probably call them and ask, hey, is my pond dying or what? I don't know what. I haven't heard anything. Oxygen levels, we're working on that right now. But I saw a very interesting comment. I don't know the username. Maybe we can put it up on the screen right here because somebody had a crazy idea that we're gonna try to take today and make it a reality. So I read a comment that said, LOJO, you should consider digging a small quarantine pond for when we bring fish home to stock the pond. We put it in the small quarantine pond first for whatever period of time. I mean, 24 hours, 3 days, a week, whatever you want to say, and observe that fish and see how it's responding, see if it's sickly, see if it's diseased, and then transfer it to the new pond. And me and Badge read that comment. We were like, oh my God, that sounds amazing. We could rent a backhoe. We could dig a little hole in the ground. We could literally make a secondary pond. So if that's something you guys want to see, here's what I need you to do. 2 things. 1, watch this video and see how it goes because we're going to kind of do something like that today. And 2, smash that thumbs up button. If we get, 10,000 likes,
10 G's.
we will dig a secondary small quarantine pond. Hand to God right now, 10,000 likes. Backhoe out here. Me and Badge might be able to even drive it. Who knows? And just dig a hole,
Good
giant hole in the
Lord.
ground. Fill it full of water, make a secondary pond. But we got to thinking, this whole quarantine idea, it's very fitting with COVID going on the last 18 months, but this whole quarantine idea is kind of interesting, right? Like what if we could make a secondary water holding vessel, like a tank or something like that. And then when we bring a big bass home to stock in the pond, we could quarantine that bass in that tank. And then I started to think, you know what? I got a giant freaking tank right over here. It's just been sitting outside for the last month. So what this thing is, guys, this is basically like a water bowl for livestock, basically.
Okay.
Is what it is. Like a giant water container is what people use it for. I was using it to house some baby chickens. You can do that too, just to keep them from jumping out. But now it's a little dirty, I will admit. It's kind of, you wouldn't want to quarantine bass in it right this second. But here's the thing. We can clean that bad boy out. We've got some plans to literally make it a quarantine pond, okay? So what we're gonna do in this video, we're gonna set up this little quarantine tank with pond water, actual pond water from our backyard pond. We're gonna create an aeration system, like a big oxygen pump in the tank. Probably treat the water with some type of, what's it called? The G-juice?
Yeah,
That
G-juice.
blue stuff. It's
Yep.
You only put like drops of it in 30 gallons of water, but it treats the water. It kind of reduces the chemical nastiness that can get in there. Might even kill like an infection from a fish. So we're gonna do all of that. Then we're gonna go fishing, all in this video, hopefully catch the new addition to the pond, like a 3 or 4 pound largemouth bass or bigger, bring it home to the quarantine pond, the tank, and kind of observe it for the next couple days. And then we'll eventually, hopefully, release that fish into the pond, all in this video. So I hope you guys are ready. Stay tuned. This one's gonna be a wild one. You know where we're going. Oh, is that a drain on the back right there? Mm-hmm. Well, maybe we'll fill it up a different way. I don't know.
What was that?
Perfect. Coming out. This is cool. Oh, the pipe was going the wrong way. I was like, wait a second.
What's happening? I didn't know either.
Just looked a little funky. Right off the rip.
Rip.
Oh, yes. Spit on it. Oh.
Dang, girl.
Hear that? Boom. All right, so if you guys can imagine how this is all gonna go down. So we're gonna fill this puppy up, not quite all the way, because it'll be impossible for me and Badge to move it, although we are two large boys. This is probably, what, 50 gallons, maybe more?
Yeah.
If we filled this thing up, we would not be able to move it. So we're probably looking at maybe, like you see where the aerator is right now, and you can actually hear it running. This is a really cool little pump right here. It connects to a little marine battery that we've got. It can stay outdoors, it can get wet. It's not a big deal. So probably to where this is. So this is probably like halfway right here.
Yeah.
We fill this thing halfway with pond water, and that's the key, because we have to introduce this bass, this new bass, to actual pond water. We don't want to put them in a different kind of water. So we're also gonna cover the top of this, probably up to about right here. And that's to do a few different things. One, to protect the fish. Obviously, if we just leave it open, a gosh darn eagle could just come in here and just, America, and just grab him and eat him. So, and not only will it protect the fish from predators, but it'll also give them a ton of shade and keep them in the dark. And the purpose of that is to keep them from stressing out more than absolutely necessary. The pump's gonna be running the entire time. This is like the most powerful bubbler that we could find. It's gonna oxygenate the water really well. So we'll be acclimating them to the pond water. We'll be giving them tons of oxygen. We're gonna give them shade to reduce stress and protection from predators. We're also gonna introduce some like little blue, the stuff we were telling you guys about, like it's liquid water treatment. So it'll kill anything hopefully that's in there and keep the fish as healthy as humanly possible. Now, the only thing we're still gonna have to figure out, me and Badge, is how long to actually keep the fish in there. But we're gonna figure all that out later. We're gonna do some research on the way. But now, we need a bass to put in the quarantine tank. So, let's grab the boat. Let's go to a little small local lake. Let's launch. Let's see if we can find, I don't know how many we're looking for here. We probably need to start with just one, especially if it's a good sized fish. But let's see if we can go catch a nice, healthy 3, 4, 5 pound plus largemouth bass to quarantine and then eventually go back into the backyard ponds. Before we get to fishing, guys, a big shout out to Brunswick for providing us this sweet low Stinger 19.5C that helps us bounce around from fishing spot to fishing spot, putting big bass in the live well. Thank you to Brunswick for providing us with this beautiful blue boat. All right, folks. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I see wood submerged, and I see a bandito bug on a freaking Texas rig. So why in the world would I do anything else? Got my dad's shoes on, just over here squiggling my little heart out. It's only a matter of time before Badge makes fun of my shoes. Might as well catch a donkey. Flipping wood. Trying to get back there behind that log. Exactly what I wanted to do is hit it. Have you ever gotten hit on like a cast like that? I know you don't fish top water nearly as much as I do, but like sometimes when you hit it and hit like right there, we just right away. There'll just be one sitting there like looking up at the damn sky. Just hit the log and it just, oh. The diversity is great. The species diversity is amazing. You think about that, like the river is a great example. Yeah. Spots, largies, hybrids, stripers, like that's got hit. Kind of slurped her. Come back for it, you chump. Jesus Christ. Seemed like he was small. Just kind of tried to slurp it. Then again, some of the biggest fish I've ever caught have been slurpers, so it's hard to tell. Get him, get him. Oh, oh, that might. Oh, that's a bringer. That's a quarantiner. Well, we'll hold on to him for a little bit.
What the heck happened to this guy?
I don't know. We're definitely stressing him to the max now.
Yeah, he has squigged 8 days from Sunday.
Oh, he got you back. He got you back.
Carol Baskin?
Well, we're not sure if this is going to be the one.
It would be a good one to put in the quarantine pond
He's
because
got some stuff going on.
he's got parasites.
Oh, he does have parasites. Look at that.
Dude, I've been...
We could knock them off though.
Yeah.
We could quarantine them and then knock those parasites off.
We can go ahead and knock them off right now, and then
Or
we can
that
put them
too.
in there and see if they come back, you know?
Yeah, good call, good call. Well, let's live well them for now. After you knock the fuzz off of them, we'll live well them, and we'll just kind of keep an eye, you know. So ideally we would bring a bigger bass home than this, but we're gonna live well them for now until we hopefully can catch something bigger. All right, so we've got a fish. All right, we got a nice little, what would you call that, 2 and some change?
Yeah.
Nice little thick fish though. Nice fish.
Fought good.
Here's the thing though, we got to thinking. We could sit here and fish all day and try to catch a bigger fish, but this is actually a perfect way to test the quarantine tank because this fish has parasites all over him. I'm not sure if you guys could see him real well. If you couldn't see him real well, when we get back to the quarantine tank, we'll kind of give you a closer look at the fish and what we're talking about. That was a really healthy fish, other than the fact that he had parasites all over his freaking head. So let's get him back to the quarantine tank. Let's get him cleaned up, get the tank nice and set up so you guys can see the final product. And by the end of this video, we would have waited like 2 or 3 days to make sure those parasites don't come back, because if it's a fish that the parasites are just in his blood, we'll have to relocate him to the swamp. But all in all, this is a good way to test the whole quarantining theory and see if it actually works. All right, so we got our bass in here. Now, what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna do a mixture of water here. Oh shoot, he attacked me, Badge. Okay, I'm pulling the drain out now. So we got 1 5-gallon bucket down here, and it's gonna be collecting some pond water from the pond he came from. We're also gonna, so we're basically gonna do like half is old pond water, half new pond water with this bucket. Get some nice algae in there, Reg.
Okay.
So this is going to take a few trips, obviously, for us to get enough water in here to do this. But we're thinking that mixing the 2 waters in there, you know, is going to be more helpful for him to acclimate a little faster. Oh. This is the same fish you caught, Badge?
I think so.
It's like he shrunk some. He definitely shrunk some on the way in. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more water in here. Want to get it, raise it up a few more inches. All right, I think we got enough water in there. This is a pretty good amount of water. Stick that puppy right there, so it's in the water. What we did earlier, we just hooked it up and it started running. That's pretty cool. Oh!
Keep running.
Hey, baby. That's kind of freaking low-key really cool.
Got a fountain for your freaking quarantine tank, and
Yeah.
that's your pond.
You guys have been calling for a fountain for the pond for a long time, and look, I'm not gonna spoil it, but just keep watching. But we do have a fountain in this one now, in the quarantine tank. Plywood. What? Oh, hope the otter doesn't get in here. We might want to put a trail cam on this thing for real.
Wow.
That's actually perfect. It was made for this damn thing. I don't know about perfect, but it's close. So we can get that right there and put this one right here. Wha-bam! Shipla! He's safe.
Suffocated.
But he's got oxygen.
I was just messing around there.
Damn, you're always bringing me down, dog.
No, dude, this is really good. I like this.
This is, I mean, honestly, it's a quarantine tank. I mean, this is actually kind of cool too, because you can like lift up and check. Give it a little look-see. And see, he's already over there. That's good. He's going to the shade. So, I mean, it's summertime, so that makes sense anyways. You think I should leave this open a little bit?
I don't know. I don't think it matters.
I mean, it's not flush. I mean,
I think it's perfect, man.
and you got the oxygenator going. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's creating fresh oxygen. So,
Pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool, honestly. If this works, like we said in the beginning, I'd love to dig a little quarantine pond, just to have a little pond. Me and Badge were even talking about maybe digging a little quarantine pond and then keeping a bass in it at all times, like a pet bass that we can feed and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in that, comment section and thumbs up button is the way to get that across. So Badge and I have been doing a little bit of research, okay? So everything we've read, now there's a lot of different opinions out there. Like there's a lot of saltwater opinions out there that say you have to keep fish in quarantine for like weeks. But freshwater species, especially pond fish, going from one pond to another, that acclimation period is probably not nearly as long. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give this, let's say 3 days, Badge. 2 or 3 days.
All right.
And I'll be checking on him periodically off camera just to make sure, like, you know, the otter doesn't kill him or something like that. But on that 3rd day, we're gonna pull him out, make sure he doesn't have any more parasites on him. If he does not, and he's acclimated to this water temperature and all that stuff, he's over here in the shade. He's gonna be well shaded. I don't think he's gonna get too hot. Once that period of time has passed, we'll come back down here and we will release him into his new home. So hopefully this works. Stay tuned.
Think he's still living?
I don't know, man. It's been almost 3 full days, not quite.
It's been cloudy though. It's been good.
It's been cloudy. It hasn't been super hot.
It's been raining.
It's been raining. I've got it protected. So I come back after the video and filled up a bucket, or didn't fill it up, I put a bunch of water in it and put it on top of the wood because I was like, you know, a creature could knock that wood off pretty easy, like a raccoon, dude.
Yeah.
Raccoon could come up and just boop, knock the wood off and with his little posable thumbed hands. I think he's alive. I think he's fine. The thing is going to be, does he still have parasites on him? That's going to be the issue. Not
Battery's
whether.
still going. That's good.
Yeah, the aerator's still fine.
Water doesn't even look bad, man.
No, it looks a little more yellow now. You can tell that there's a little stain on it. There he is. My dude's chilling, man.
Not belly up. He's not moving a lot.
It's not moving a lot, but then again, it was dark, and that's the whole point of it, was to keep him stress-free. Yeah, he is just kind of sitting there, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'd love for him to be moving around more, but getting him out of here is going to be interesting.
Yeah, you are not known for your
No.
extraction skills.
I'm just a big head grabber guy, you know? I like to grab the head and then try to like grab the jaws too. Let's see if he's still like feisty. You ready to touch him? Oh, shoot!
He's lively.
He's still good. Oh, he ran right into the fountain. This is gonna be a 2-man job. You may have to stick a little paw down there just to kind of freak him. Well, maybe.
Oh, got him.
Oh.
Weighing backwards.
He's freaking me. I got him.
Oh, he's alive. He don't look bad.
I'm looking for parasites.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get real close on the head, 'cause that's where they were, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't see any, dude. There was a bunch, like right there, like boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, dude, he looks good, man. Check the gills. Check the gills. Look nice red.
Nice and red, yeah.
Nothing on
Oh,
them.
yeah, beautiful, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, where we hooked him is starting to heal a little bit, too.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Wow.
He shrunk a little bit, I feel like. I thought he was a lot bigger of a fish. Dude, parasite-free, quarantine pond. We think it worked, and the beautiful thing is he's already acclimated to the temperature, so he should kick right off. Like, well,
Yeah.
it's probably a little warmer because it's not as much water, but it's been shaded, and like you said, it's been raining. It's been like freaking. Oh, he bit the snot out of me.
Look at that, dude.
See, now look how well he responded to
Wow.
that. That gives me a lot of hope, dude, because a lot of times when me and you transfer fish, like from the live well of the boat to here, a lot of times it'll take them a minute. They'll just be sitting there, and even when you let them go, they're just like they just kind of lumber off.
Lethargic.
I put him in the water. He literally bit the snot out of my thumb, let me go, took off. That's good. That's really cool, man. We might have to make this our new system. You know what I mean?
think
Like
so.
drain this water in between each fish. Obviously, that way if there was anything in there, that water's good. And yeah, that's freaking crazy, man. Good stuff, man. I'm really excited about this. This little marine battery, we can charge it in between fish. So anytime we're ready, we'll dump this out, we'll clean it out, and we can just do this more often. Or if you guys are smashing that thumbs up button like we should be doing, we get 10,000 likes on this video. Badge and I are gonna rent a backhoe, and we're gonna dig a little pet bass pond / quarantine pond right here. We've already consulted with Daryl. He's given us a lot of good ideas. This dude used to have a freaking goldfish pond. You hear him say that?
Yeah, dude.
My dude has done everything in this world.
If you can think of it, it's been done by Daryl.
If you need an outdoors like type idea or a consultant, that man is who you need. He should be making like $100K a year consulting outdoor YouTube channels, because this is just insane to have him as next door neighbor. But he used to have a little like in the ground goldfish pond with a waterfall in it, an aerator waterfall. So we've got the knowledge. All you guys have to do is hit a thumbs up button. It's all you have to do. It's free to do. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. That way we can get to 1 million subscribers this year and shave this little beard. Badge is gonna do it. Go check out AO Fish and see what he's up to these days. Guys, we had so much fun with this project. Thank you to whoever it was who suggested to do the quarantine pond. I can't remember your username off the top of my head, but really, thank you for suggesting that, because it was such a great idea and it really got our wheels turning for future projects. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Until next time, we out.